Hey guys, so I have some exciting things I want to talk to you about today, don't we always? But first I want to talk to you about some things that have been hard this week. Maybe some of you can relate. So right now I have 6 clients, which is pretty good. 4 of them are pretty consistent and I'm getting work from them pretty much every week. So that's great. However, I'm finding that when I'm very responsive, I do the work, I ask the questions, I'm proud of what I can present to them, I'm finding them to be a little bit slow to respond. The problem with this is I am charging hourly on all of these clients. Now, you can say, well, why don't you charge project-based? Well, the deal is a lot of these are kind of ongoing clients, ongoing projects, and the scope of the work wasn't necessarily defined well enough for me to be able to charge project-based. So when I send work to my clients and they're not responding as quickly as I would like, I'm not getting paid. So what I have just found that I need to do is be overly communicative with them, and after I email them one time with the project or whatever, check back in the next day or 2 and just keep emailing. It's kind of a counterintuitive thing because you don't want to be annoying. You don't want to be that designer or vendor that's like, pay attention to me. But you do want to get the work done and you want to be sure you're doing your client a service and getting them everything that they've asked you to do. Have you guys dealt with this? Let me know what you think and how you deal with that situation. So on that note, one thing that I have found a tool to be super helpful, it's literally changed the game of freelancing for me, and I rather enjoy this part. This is something I never enjoyed before, but with this tool, it's become something that it's like, yes. So what I'm talking about is kind of the admin part of the business. So that means invoicing clients, tracking expenses, tracking down clients if they haven't paid me. Ugh, that's all really terrible stuff. But there's this product called FreshBooks that I have found, and it's changed the game. This is not a sponsored post, but if somebody from FreshBooks happens to watch, I wouldn't mind. Anyways, I'm gonna give you a little quick tutorial on how it works. It's been so helpful to me in the beginning stages of this. So let's head to my computer and I'll give you a little really quick tutorial of what this looks like, and maybe it can help you guys in your business. Wait, before we do that, I have one quick thing that I'm super excited about. It's been a while since I've posted anything about lettering or crafting or any of that, and I promise I'm gonna make up for it. Next week, I am releasing an entire workbook of everything you need to know hand lettering. Every day, I'm going to be live streaming and actually going through the workbook myself so you can see the technique that I'm using. Please subscribe so you don't miss. The workbook is gonna be for free, and that's all gonna be next week. So I just wanna give you a heads up. It's gonna be awesome. Subscribe, subscribe, subscribe. Now back to our non-sponsored post. Okay, so this program is amazing. So first of all, you can add in all of your clients. You can invoice them. You can attach your bank account so you can track your expenses. I think you can do personal and business expenses. There you can track your time with clients, and you can also, I think they're coming up with a feature that you can send a quote to a client. So pretty much all of the big picture admin things that you're gonna need to do as a freelancer, this program makes it extraordinarily easy. Which, who doesn't want that? You can start a new invoice. Here you can add your logo so it's personalized. I know as a designer, that's one of my biggest things is I don't want to send an ugly invoice to my clients. You can add your client. So we'll say Joe Schmo. How do you spell Schmo? Then down here, you can add a line for everything you've done for him. So like visual design is what I do. My rate is $5. If your rate is $5, you need to call me right now because that's not okay. It's $5 an hour and I worked 20 hours. So he owes me $100. Do not work for $5 an hour. And then you can add taxes if you want. You can add your name, your street address, everything. And then any terms, which we can talk about that later, but terms are kind of important. Do they owe you all of your money up front? Do they owe you a deposit? How long do they have to pay you? All of these types of things that you need to consider because you need to get paid. That's why we're all doing this. See, even down here, you can charge a late fee. You can send reminders, which is one of my favorite features. So say you send an invoice out to a client and 30 days go by and you're busy. You don't want to get back in here and keep sending this invoice. You can set this up to 15 days go by and it sends a late invoice. You can charge late fees, like I said. This is awesome. Such a great tool for freelancers. And then you can just send right on the spot. You can also accept credit cards on here, which is amazing. It attaches to Stripe. It will charge you a fee for that, but you get paid instantly. So sometimes that fee is almost worth it. You can save a draft. So like a lot of times if I've done some work for a client and I know that I just worked 4 hours, then I'm gonna start an invoice, charge them 4 hours, and as this continues to go throughout the invoicing cycle, I'm just gonna keep adding, and by the time I owe them an invoice, it's already done. Like I said, you can attach your bank account so that you can look at all of your expenses, and this is awesome. This will tell you as a business as a whole how much profit you've made and how much money you've spent. So are you in the red? Are you doing well? What do you need to improve on? Similar to like Mint or any other product like that if you've used, it does let you categorize your spending. So this was entertainment, this was office supplies, that sort of thing. It does have a time tracking tool as well, which is great because sometimes you just get in the flow and you're like, crap, did I just spend 3 hours or a half an hour or whatever? So when you start working on a client, you can set start timer. If it's billable, it'll automatically put it into your invoice. Oh, they do have a tool. They just updated this, new to my knowledge, where you can put an estimate in. So this would be like a quote. Projects, I think that this works similar to like Slack. So you can add people to this and you can communicate with them. I have yet to use that feature. So anyways, not to be too long-winded about it, but it's just an incredible tool that's totally changed the game for me. I know I didn't get into this to be a bookkeeper, and now I really enjoy getting into FreshBooks and being like, click, send invoice, give me money. Check it out. Like I said, this is not a sponsored post, but they're doing great things for the freelance community, so I thought I'd give them a plug. Thank you for watching, and please subscribe because like I said, next week we're gonna have a lot of fun here on this channel. If you have any questions about what I just talked about, let me know down below. As always, thank you for those of you that have been commenting and reaching out to me. It makes me keep doing these to hear that it's really helping somebody. Let's just keep making great things, people. Here's Designing the Work, signing off. See you next time.